I was radicalized. I was radicalized by the most dangerous man in the real world. What's so dangerous about him is he believes in something impossible, something most people could never even entertain. He believes in peace. He sees a world where we don't go around creating collateral damage just to assuage our own sins. He sees a world where maybe we could work on our own issues before enforcing others. It's crazy. It's radical. It's insane. And so, if he's a master of the real world, I want to be a master of cyberspace. Whenever you see a group of people together, they are weak. One person is mighty, but the larger the group they're in, the more they lose their individuality. And so I will arm you with these weapons of mass destruction, okay? And you're going to have to start off small, okay? Small arms, that's the way to go. First, what you're going to do, all right? This is just the opening up phase. This is just the skirmish phase, okay? You're going to say hi to people. You don't have to say hi to everyone. Most people you say hi to, they're going to be freaked out, okay? But look for the ones that want it. They'll be looking at you like this. Their eye contact is somewhere in between looking away from you and looking at you. They're waiting. They're just waiting for someone to recognize them. Just give them some recognition, okay? And you're going to blow them away. They're not going to see it coming, all right? You're going to bamboozle them, okay? And you're going to make their day. They're going to go on thinking, why did that person say hi to me? Do I exist? Am I really here? Because there's so many. There are so many people that don't even feel like they exist. Maybe I'm projecting here. I lived for years. That I didn't even know. I didn't even know what I was. I didn't even think I was human. You've got to reach out to them and you've got to show them that not only are they human, but you're human too, okay? So that's just the opening up, okay? That's just the opening up. Now, if you get past that phase where you can say hi to people, to say hi to strangers, all right? And remember, all right? Not to the strange strangers, but to the welcoming ones. And not to the super welcoming ones, okay? Because sometimes they want something from you. You want the ones that are aloof. Somewhere between open, but not too open, okay? But if you get past that, what you really want to do is tell people what you like about them. Okay, now this is like the machine gun, all right? The machine gun in your arsenal, okay? This is what you really use to really just get things going, all right? This is we're working up here for our weapons of mass destruction, okay? Now, compliments are weak. Compliments mean nothing. Compliments are just an observation, a placeholder for something that could really get a conversation started, okay? I've been told, hey, I like your shoes. Hey, I like your shirt. And, I mean, it's nice if you're going for something sexual, if you're going for something without tangibility, if you're going for something without the soul, you're just going in there for the cardinal pleasure. Yeah, sure. No, that's a great gateway. But what I'm talking about is annihilating the mass, getting rid of all that big, fatty, flabby mass of people and singling out a couple people to really just make their day shine. Okay, you've got to find something. You've really got to listen, okay? And then here's the hard part. You've really got to listen. You can't just look at them and say, oh, that's great, but you've really got to listen to them, okay? And my last mistake, I had to make a phone call. And a lady on the other side of the phone, she's used to facing people with trauma all day long, people that are not thinking straight, people that might be angry with her.
And so she just starts apologizing. She just starts apologizing over and over and over again, okay? So you have to recognize that. You have to really listen to what they're saying. She was talking to me about business, but what I heard was her past, her present, and her future, okay? So I told her, I'm not going to tell you not to apologize, but I will tell you, you have nothing to apologize for. Whatever you're apologizing for, it's okay. It's okay. It happened, and I will see you on the other side. You know what? My mistake is somehow rectified because I made a connection with her. This random woman on the phone I'll never see again. She had some sort of southern accent. And you know what? It made my mistake worth it because I touched her life. I touched her life. Okay? And that's what it's all about, all right? We want to eliminate this mass, these big, stupid groups of people. We want to smash them to the ground. We've got to break them down bit by bit and show them that we're all people, all right? Or we're all persons and person. No. A person and a person and a person and a person. We're not people. People are dumb. People are so bad. They're the worst, okay? You've got to make an individual connection. You know, I went to elementary school and grade school with these twins. I mean, they're beautiful. They were a lot of times they're beautiful. I for some reason I've seldom come across twins that were hideous looking. They tend to have, maybe it's because they can actively compare each other. It's like you know, I'll look in the mirror and I'll lie to myself, but if I saw, you know, something that looked just like me, I would compete with that maybe. You know, I didn't see them as two people, okay? I saw them as one, like, two-headed hydra, okay? And you know what? I could have quite a fulfilled love life, I think, if I would have just recognized them, at least as individual ones. And so there's that, okay? And that, it really takes a lot of listening, okay? It takes a lot of listening, but even more feeling, okay? You don't have to think about this too much, or at least I don't. I just feel it. If you really listen, okay, it's a voice. It's like right here or right here. I'm not sure if the camera is making me mirror it or not, okay? It's a little voice. It's behind my ear. And it's so quiet. It's so quiet you can just ignore it. But just follow it. You know, this is an age of animosity and of being anomalous, anonymous rather. Anomalous too, sure. All right, we're not talking to each other. We're on the side of a computer screen, okay? So a lot of times these connections are not even physical. So don't feel afraid to put yourself out there. You know, I'm just a guy. I'm just pixels. I'm just pixels on the screen. I don't fucking matter. If I died tomorrow, you wouldn't know what happened to me. Okay, and life would go on. If I make an ass of myself to my past and future employers here, oh fucking well. This is the internet age. For whatever reason, forces are trying to drive us apart, okay? So you can't treat this as if it was real life, because it's not, you know? In real life, if I started doing this, they throw me in the funny bin, okay? So you can have an opportunity to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? So just to recap, you know, you got to say something that you recognize to them. You've got to make that connection, a really real connection. And the more you do it, you know, just do it to random people. Who cares? Who cares if you fuck it up? You won't see him again. You know, like, fuck them. I mean, I'm sorry, but some people are just there for you to test your own mojo on. But you know what? A lot of times they like it. A lot of times, if you really just recognize who they are, they're going to love it. They're going to love you. They're going to love themselves. And maybe, just maybe, you can inspire them to do the same thing you did. But now, I'm gonna tell you about the heavy fucking artillery, man. Let me get my mop hood on, okay? I've had, I've had people ask me, how do you get a job? How, I'm homeless. How can I find a place to live? And you know what? Here's how you do it. Here's the fucking secret. And it's not easy. And you probably already know this. And it's okay if I have to tell you. Because it's just reaffirming what you already know. I'm not telling you anything fucking new here. Okay? I'm just telling you how I define human instinct. If you really, really want to connect with people, if you want to just blast them away, the kingdom fucking come, if you want to destroy the mass, if you want to be the weapon of mass destruction, what you have to do is you have to suffer. You have to figure out how that person suffers, and then you have to suffer with them. And it's not for a little bit. It's for a long while, okay? It's the point where any of the phonies will get thrown out of the picture, okay? Everyone has something they suffer for. Or maybe they have a toil, okay? A lot of times, this is called camaraderie, okay? And it happens pretty naturally without you even noticing it, okay? I mean, at the workspace, all right? You have a connection with those people there that you work with, okay? It's innate. I mean, of course, there's rivalries. And a lot of times, I hate the people I work with. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. I was emulating something that isn't me. A lot of times, I don't understand the people that I'm working with, but I love the people I work with. I typically love them. I don't know why I said that. There's something there. I'm gonna have to rewatch. I'm gonna have to watch this and figure out why I said that. Because I don't hate them. I love them. I love the people I work with. I love other customers. But I get a connection. I get a connection with the people I work with at the best of times because we suffer the same way. We go through the same shit, okay? And, sometimes I guess it just doesn't work out that well because sometimes I endure it better than others. And this is the most abstract part of the weapons of mass destruction I can tell you about. I don't have I guess the best way I could talk about it is we were out in Mission and we were at White Sands, and that's a place. The reason the sand's white is because they detonated atomic weapons out there. So there's nothing. There's nothing that lives. And we were out there, and I don't know for how long, like months or something, and we were all sleep deprived. We were all sleep deprived. And somebody had a phone with YouTube, and we just started laughing. We just started laughing over and over again. Well, now sleep deprivation, of course it leads to everything being funny. That's kind of the best part about it. If you ask me, that's what makes it not so bad, is everything just becomes funny. It's like bizarro world. But I mean, I guess the best example, there were these moms, and they're immigrants. They're like first generation immigrants. And they're at their school, their children's school, learning English so that they can better assimilate into the system. These ladies are champions. They're everything I stand for. They are assimilation, okay? A multi-ethnic country with one culture. Anyone can be an American, but they have to be American, if that makes sense, okay? You have to want it. You have to work for it. And these ladies were working for it. They were champions of community service because where they come from, it takes a village so that they never leave the village behind. They get here and they are the village. And so I wanted them to help me out. I really needed them to do something for me. And I went to this class. And at first, it was to help them learn English. But I learned some very rudimentary Spanish from them, very rudimentary. And so I was able to forge an incredible connection with them because while they were learning from me, I was learning from them, okay? Maybe it was the same struggle. It was the same struggle, okay? Even if it's inverted, just struggle with them. Like, don't get afraid. Don't be afraid to get dirty, because it just feels so clean sometimes to be dirty.